Good evening. Earlier this evening, at about 10 minutes till 7, Montgomery County Dispatch was called to a shooting call at the 24,200 block of Sorters Road. The call was in reference to a shooting where a victim had pulled into the parking lot. Two black males approached the subject. An assault began in the parking lot. The victim was knocked to the ground. It looks like the two black males had attempted to get the wallet from his back pocket. As they're leaving the location, the victim's wife exits the vehicle that they arrived in and pursues them, fired several rounds at the suspects as they were leaving. The victim, who was assaulted, gets up, also runs over to discharge his weapon, and we're unsure at this time whether the suspect vehicle or the suspects were struck. They left heading back toward 59 on Sorters Road. At this time, the suspects arrived what appears to be an early 2000 model red Chevrolet extended cab truck. And like I said, it appears that there's just two black males that were in the vehicle and that appeared in the surveillance when the assault occurred.
So there is surveillance video. Can you walk us through what that video shows specifically? So were they waiting for this person, or do you feel as though they were targeting him specifically?
It doesn't appear that they target them specifically. Well, as far as following them to this location, I think they targeted him once they got here. You can see the suspects pull into the parking lot just a few seconds before the victim does. They pull into the far section of the parking lot, wait a few minutes. The victim parks and walks into the store. As he's walking into the store, the suspect vehicle then backs up, passes him, drives past his truck, and then waits at the exit of the convenience store parking lot. Once the victim leaves the store, the suspect vehicle then circles back around and pulls up on a side street where you can see them both exit their vehicle and then assault the subject as he's putting ice into the bed of the truck.
They were preparing to go hunting, is that correct?
The victim and his wife, yes ma'am.
And he's an off-duty Montgomery County Sheriff's deputy?
Yes, he is.
And any reason to believe these men knew that about him, that he was targeted in any way because he's in law enforcement?
Not from what we know right now. We have detectives en route to the hospital to interview him. There was nothing that he indicated before he was transported to indicate that they would know that. He wasn't dressed in anything. There's no indication on his vehicle that he was off duty or he was a law enforcement officer. I'm sorry. Like I said, they had pulled into the parking lot just before he did. There were other people, patrons, going in and out of the store. Why they targeted him specifically, I don't know. That might have been because he had a side-by-side on the trailer.
The extent of his injuries now, do you know?
I don't know the extent. I know that he was assaulted in the face area. I don't know. I couldn't answer that question for you right now.
Were the men armed? Did they produce weapons?
Not in the video, but I don't want to say that they did not. I just can't tell. That's all.
And many witnesses in the parking lot or in the area?
Not too many that stayed to give their statements, unfortunately. So we are asking anybody that was here to please contact us. We would like to talk to them because on the video you can clearly see that there were a lot of people here, people pulling in and out during the assault, and we'd like to see if anybody else would come forward with information related to this.
How long has he been with the Sheriff's Department, and are you releasing his name yet?
We won't release his name yet, but I think over 20 years.
He's a sergeant.
At 6:30 is when he pulls into the parking lot. We got the call for service here about 6:50.
And his wife is okay, just physically she's okay?
Yes. Well, yes, she's fine. She was not assaulted. Yeah. Probably early to mid 50s. Anything else?